Welcome back to my channel, Inflightmuzik. My name is Ian, and today I want to go over a few tips and tricks for using FL keys in trap beats. And if you're looking for more FL Studio and music production tips and tricks, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time I make a new video. I also want to point out that I just released my very first official drum kit. It's called the Inflightmuzik 2020 Drum Pack. So it's 10 folders. You'll see 9 folders here, but if you go into the hats, you'll see that it's divided between closed hats and open hats. So it's 10 folders total with 20 sounds in each, and they're all geared towards modern trap sounds. I think you'll find overall, just by loading up one of your old beats and replacing some of the sounds with these sounds, you'll definitely start to understand why these are more modern type of trap sounds. One idea that I had was that I might make 20 different beats just using this kit alone, so I would highlight every single one of the sample loops. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in seeing in the comments below. The link to purchase this kit is down in the description below. I definitely appreciate your support. So shout out to one of my subscribers, Takid. Basically, if you guys don't know, I do live beat critiques every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we're also starting up those live beat critiques here on the tutorial channel as well. So now a lot more people will be included in those beat critiques, but the main channel that I've been doing these beat critiques on are my Inflightmuzik live channel, which you can see down below right here. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I left a link in the description for you guys to subscribe to the Inflightmuzik live channel. You could also access it by typing in youtube.com/inflightmuziklive. But I was listening to one of his beats, and I myself and many of the other subscribers were commenting on his piano keys. And when he told us that it was FL keys, we were kind of surprised because it definitely sounded like it was processed. So I've seen plenty of tutorials that use FL keys, and 10 times out of 10, I've never seen anyone really adjust any of the settings in here. You'll see here in this drop-down menu, you have a few presets. But when he told me that he was just using the stock version of FL keys, I decided to open it up and really dive deep into these settings. So I'm just gonna lay down a quick melody with the stock sound. The first thing that I want to take a look at is this miscellaneous section, and this is where a lot of the really cool effects were coming from when we were listening to his piano. So let's just increase the overdrive and listen while we adjust. So it sounds pretty good right about there, but I'm going to take this to the extreme so that you guys can hear exactly how far you could take this. Next, I want to move into this treble, which is basically just the high-end frequencies we could add or take away. So from there, I want to take a look at this LPD, which adjusts an LFO that's inside of FL keys. Let's just listen to what it does. Now you'll notice that as you increase this, nothing's really happening, but here's where the sauce really comes in. So if you combine this with the panning, you'll actually start to hear that LFO, and it creates a pretty cool effect. So what this is doing, it's creating a tremolo effect. You might have seen one of my previous tutorials where I was using Action Tremolo, which is a free plugin which can pretty much do this exact effect on any sound. I'll leave a link down below in the description. But moving the pan more towards the right, I'm hearing more of a sine wave type effect, and then more to the left, it sounds more like a triangle wave. So on the right, we have a smoother transition, and on the left, we have a sharper transition going left to right. Now let's take a look at the velocity, and here you'll see this muffle knob, and it'll do exactly that. It'll muffle the sound. The lower this knob is, the more muffled the sound is. The higher the knob is, the brighter the sound will get. And then we have this velocity knob that will link your velocities to how muffled the sound is. So it adds a little humanization to the sound. So I'm finding that leaving the velocity right around the middle, it leaves a nice little balance between the softer hitting notes and the harder hitting notes. And same deal with the muffle. I'm finding that right around the middle range is where we get the most variety. And then we have the same exact thing down here with velocity and hardness, how hard the notes are being hit. Right now the velocity is turned all the way down, so I'm going to move this right into the middle, and then we'll adjust the hardness of the notes according to our ears. And then right here we have velocity sensitivity, so I'm going to move this right into the middle, and I believe this will give us a little more variety. And I'd say that's a little too much variety, so I'm going to actually back this back down. And then tuning obviously just tunes the piano, but here with the detune, you could actually get a slight lo-fi type effect with the pitches of the piano. And from there, let's just go back to the overdrive settings and readjust this. And then last but not least, you could go into the environment and change the decay and release, so how long the notes last for. And I also forgot to mention the stereo spread knob here. Using that stereo spread knob really highlights the detuning that we have here. So I'm gonna back this off just a little bit. So here's the original version. And here's our version. Just a darker, more sinister, a lot more humanization and movement in the sound. But I should also mention that you do have more presets than just these standard settings right here. You could go into your presets and you'll have all of these different options to choose from. So here's a broken piano. Let's just add some overdrive to that. Tremolo. Here we have the compressed piano. Let's do the same thing. I'm actually pretty impressed with the sounds that I'm getting out of it. I like the dirtiness, the grungy feeling, the darkness of it, and the overall humanization that you could get out of it. I'm probably going to go in here and save my own personal presets, which I have done in the past with this trap piano here, but you'll see when I load this up, I really didn't take advantage of the overdrive or the LFO tremolo effect. So according to YouTube, the next video you should watch is here on your left. And if you like this video, you should definitely check out the video on your right as well. I make new videos every week, so remember to turn on notifications so that you are notified every time I drop a new video. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.